Oh my gosh. Again? We just went through this yesterday. Oh my goodness. Well, that actually made it through the wind, which is really good. Let me step out for a second. Okay, so we've got hummingbird stuff flowing around there. That all came down, my cilantro and stuff. No big deal. I can clean that up. The gate's down. No big deal. Oh, a bucket of water that should not have water. I put a lot of that stuff on the ground and hugged the wall, so that made it okay. Yeah, just some things blowing around. See, that hummingbird stand that I put over there was up here. It would never have made it, so it made it down there. My hoods blew around, but that's okay. We'll leave that right now. Didn't expect the hoods to stay on. Actually, these hoods stood on. With the whipping wind, that's because of around the deck, it probably held. I got to get back in. It's raining. So all in all, the deck is okay. Everything looks really okay. There's no nest in there right now. And I don't know about nests and trees and stuff. This is full of water. Do you know that was empty? I have no idea on how many. Oh my gosh, Gary's tube is full. Tube is full. Let me see if I can see it. 2, 3, about 4 inches of rain last night. South thistle, I'll make something with that soon. But all in all, I can't complain on that. I have not been in the garden, but tomato plants fell over a little bit. No big deal. Okay, this plant may or may not make it. It got blown down. This is a broccoli, but we can put that up. I'll stake that up or do something with it. The hood on this is gone. I don't even know where it is. I don't even see that one. This one I know goes on here, but I'm not going to put it back right now. I don't even, you know what? I'll leave it there. This hood went on this lettuce. It's protecting that lettuce. That hood is gone. Actually, it's on the ground there. I'm going to leave it. That's fine for right now. So here we did pretty good. As far as the trees, I don't know. Gary's going to have to walk through and see if any of the trees came down. A lot of people lost trees. It was so hard. I was concerned on the orange tree and it's leaning, but oh, look. Seagulls. Guess they want to be inland. Is that beautiful? That's something we don't see a lot around here. Just seagulls flying around. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? Okay, so we got sidetracked by birds. What else is new? All in all, like I said, I put a lot of stuff down so it would hug the wall of the deck. I don't see from here anything. I'm sure there's going to be limbs. Gary did tell me he walked through my garden. A lot of my brassicas snapped. That's okay. Compost or cuttings. We'll see how that goes. The flowers made it. This thing moved. Just move that over. That's for the Orioles when they come in. I've got to fix that up anyways. And that's it. I'm getting back in the house. Got hummingbirds feeding there. I think a couple of feeders disappeared. But I can't complain on that. I'll find them. They'll be around if they went somewhere. There's Gary. He's checking out his garden to see what's going on. Okay, it is raining. Don't want to get my phone too wet. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. He's just checking out his garden. Any damage? Any trees down?
No trees, but my shade cloth cover over my jackfruit, that's blown over. I took a photo of that.
Okay. I'll go look in the garden later. And the problem with the citrus trees, it's so full of oranges that any water is just dragging it down. So it came down over by the bathroom over there, but it looks like it's intact. It's hard to believe anything would be intact because it really sounded like and felt like a hurricane was going through. Like I said, it was strong enough to pick up that pot and throw it on the ground, but everything else made it through really good. All right, let's see how the rest of the day goes. So I was working on a project and I heard things falling and crashing, and here I am. Can you believe it? We went through this yesterday, and now it's hailing again. It was sunny a little bit ago, and I thought maybe it's going to be nice. Nope. I ended up never going into my garden. I figured, you know what? Whatever's down is down. It can stay there. I'll check it when it's warmer, or at least when there's sun and there's no rain. Gary did say there's quite a few things down, and we did lose one avocado tree, but it was on its way out anyway, so he'll chop that up. And that's about it. Otherwise, there's little things thrashed around that we'll pick up. But look at this hail. And if you can see, there's birds out there. The hummingbirds are still feeding in the rain. It has been a marathon all day. All I've been doing is, Wendy, washing and putting out hummingbird feeders, bringing them in. You know, this has been funny. See the feeder on the ground? Look at all the hail. I still can't believe it's hailing again. We've never had 2 days in a row. But see that feeder? I moved that off of the table it was on so I wouldn't lose it last night. And I've got hummingbirds that are feeding on this on the ground. Well, they're not dumb. It's still out of the rain. And then the bag I've been covering some compost with an old potting mix bag. Don't throw the bags away. They're good to collect trash in and cover things up before you throw them out. So that's what I'm doing. I've got it covering that empty bag. Look at that. Unbelievable. More hail, I think, today than we had personally here yesterday. My friend called. He's out in Riverside. They had snow. He's never seen snow fall like it fell. They were so excited. They've seen it snow twice in all the years they've lived there, like over 30 years. But this time, it was covering the ground. We're about 730 feet up, so we're not low enough to get snow. But you never know. It has snowed here before. And that's the window, and they have been feeding mainly out of the ones out of the rain. There's a few that want to feed in the rain. Birds do that. We've had all kinds of birds hanging around in the trees, even in the hail. Here you can see a flock of robins that were hanging in the tree, and the hummingbirds are feeding in the rain. The birds don't mind the rain. The main thing that they need is food. So that's what I've been doing, supplying them food all day, going through, making sure the feeders are only half full. So this way, if it does get blowing rain in there, I'm not going to waste a lot of food this way. But it does make it a little tougher because I have to continue to go through and pull them in and, well, keep feeding them. Look at the robins. That's what I want you to see. Isn't that amazing? It was hailing, and they were just hanging out there. No big deal. Hail doesn't bother them. Rain doesn't bother them. They're just scouting and looking to see where they can dive down to get that worm or whatever they're looking for. Well, it's been a crazy week, and I don't know when it's going to stop. Look at this. Heavy rain and hail, and the hummingbirds are just feeding. It doesn't bother them. To birds, it's not that important, the rain. What's important is to find that food. So here we are an hour later. Can you believe it? Pouring, raining, hailing, 40 degrees. Now the sun comes out. You can see the steam on the hill. Just fogging up. And you know what? The other day, we even had a rainbow. One day to the next, you never know what you're going to expect to see in the sky. Oh well, with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.